What if the official stories of how these 5 legends died were all a lie? What if they were silenced for what they knew, for the power they held, for the truths they were about to expose? For decades, whispers have suggested that some of the saddest and most shocking celebrity deaths were not accidents, not overdoses, and not because of a dangerous lifestyle. The belief is that these were carefully planned murders, carried out by the most powerful and secret group in the world, the Illuminati. We've looked past the official reports to see the claims made by people on the inside. The supposed links and patterns are said to point to a dark truth they don't want you to see. In this video, we're looking at theories that suggest 5 legendary celebrities were silenced forever. We're laying out the claims and letting you decide. Section 1. Tupac Shakur. Number 5. Tupac Shakur. The official story is one that has haunted hip-hop for decades. On September 7, 1996, Tupac was shot 4 times in a drive-by shooting in Las Vegas. He died from his injuries 6 days later. For almost 27 years, no one was charged until an arrest was finally made in 2023. But for many, that's not the whole story. Theorists claim Tupac's death was a public murder by a secret group he had turned against. The core of this theory is about his final album, released after his death, called The Don Killuminati. The 7-Day Theory. Theorists see the title as a direct declaration of war against the same group they believe he had joined. It's claimed that Tupac had sold his soul for fame, but started to regret it and planned to expose them. His music became more political. His influence grew too strong, and according to this theory, the Illuminati decided he had to be silenced. The claims go even deeper. Some people, including the son of Suge Knight, who was driving the car that night, said that Tupac was never killed at all. Instead, they argue his death was faked and he was moved, maybe to Malaysia or Cuba, to live a quiet life away from everyone. His mother, Afeni Shakur, once said in an interview that in the end, her son chose to leave quietly. People have talked about that statement ever since. Was she just speaking in symbols, or was she hinting at a bigger secret? A planned escape from a world that had become too dangerous. Section 2. Princess Diana. Number 4. Princess Diana. On August 31, 1997, the world woke up to the shocking news that the People's Princess had died in a car crash in a Paris tunnel. Official investigations concluded the crash was caused by a very careless driver, Henry Paul, who was drunk and speeding to get away from photographers. But for conspiracy theorists, the official story is a very clever lie. They argue that Diana's death was no accident, but a planned sacrifice by a powerful group of people. The location is a key part of this belief. Theorists claim the tunnel is an old site used to worship gods, honoring the moon goddess Diana. They argue her death at this specific spot was a symbolic way of taking back their goddess. Also, people who believe this theory point to things in the official story that don't add up. They ask why the tunnel, which they claim had a lot of security cameras, had no working cameras recording at the moment of the crash. While official reports explain this was because there were no cameras inside the tunnel, not a cover-up, theorists see it as proof of an evil plan. Mohammed Al-Fayed, the father of Dodi, who also died in the crash, claimed for a long time that the couple was murdered by British secret agents on the orders of the royal family. The theory suggests Diana, pregnant with a Muslim's child, was a threat to the people in charge, and a secret force, working through the most powerful people, got rid of her. Section 3. Bob Marley. Number 3. Bob Marley. The official cause of Bob Marley's death on May 11, 1981, at just 36 years old, was a rare skin cancer. It was first found under his toenail in 1977. He refused the doctor's advice to remove his toe because of his Rastafarian beliefs, and the cancer eventually spread to his lungs and brain. However, a long-running theory claims that Marley's cancer wasn't natural, but a planned murder. Theorists claim the CIA wanted Marley silenced. His music pushed for people to come together and question authority, and his influence in politically unstable Jamaica was seen as a threat to what America wanted. The most famous part of this theory, though many say it's untrue, is the story of the poisoned boots. It's claimed someone gave Marley a pair of boots with a copper wire inside that was poisoned with something that causes cancer. The story says that when Marley tried them on, he pricked his toe, which is where the cancer first appeared. While this story has been called an untrue myth, the main belief for many remains the same, that Marley's cancer was caused on purpose. A story about a dying man who said he was a retired CIA agent has also added to the theory, though investigations found no proof this agent ever existed. Was Marley's death a sad death from illness, or was he a political target who was secretly killed? Section 4. Jimi Hendrix. Number 2. Jimi Hendrix. On September 18, 1970, the world lost a guitar legend. Jimi Hendrix died in London at the age of 27. The official report on his death said the cause was not officially decided, stating he couldn't breathe after choking on his own vomit because he had taken too many sleeping pills. The messy situation and unclear details left the door wide open for theories that he was murdered. Many theorists believe Hendrix was another victim of a powerful group murdered for his powerful and different ideas. He was connected to Black Power movements and was reportedly being watched by the FBI through a program that targeted important black leaders. To some, his death was a political murder made to look like a rock and roll tragedy. There are different theories about who might have actually done it. One of the biggest claims comes from a former roadie, James "Tappy" Wright, who claimed in a book that Hendrix's manager, Michael Jeffrey, admitted to the murder. According to Wright, Jeffrey, who was the person who would get the money from Hendrix's $2 million life insurance policy, was afraid the guitarist was about to leave him. He supposedly admitted to stuffing pills into Hendrix's mouth, then pouring wine down his throat. While some don't believe this story, others point to what the first doctor to treat Hendrix said. The doctor claimed the amount of red wine in his lungs seemed strange. The official report after his death, however, said there was not much alcohol in his body. These differences in the stories have convinced many that Hendrix wasn't just another star who died at 27, but a target who was killed on purpose. Section 5. Michael Jackson. Number 1. Michael Jackson. The king of pop's death on June 25, 2009, sent shockwaves around the world. The official cause was ruled a homicide, meaning he was killed by someone else, from an overdose of the drug propofol. It was given to him by his personal doctor, Conrad Murray, who was later found guilty of accidentally causing his death. Jackson was using the strong drug to help him with his long-term sleeping problems. But for many, this is only the story the world was meant to believe. Theorists claim Dr. Murray was just a small part of a much bigger plan. They claim Michael Jackson was about to tell the world about a secret society's control over the music business. The name of his planned comeback tour, This Is It, is seen by some as his final desperate warning. Theorists point to what they believe is the main reason: control of Jackson's huge amount of money and property, especially his share of the Sony/ATV music catalog, which included the rights to the Beatles' music. It is claimed that Jackson had become too powerful. In the months before he died, he supposedly wrote that evil people were trying to destroy him for his company. His daughter, Paris Jackson, has said in public that she believes her father was murdered, claiming he would give small clues that people were out to get him. These claims, along with Jackson's frequent use of what some see as secret, dark symbols in his art, have made the belief stronger for many that the king of pop was killed for his wealth, his influence, and for what he knew. So what do you think? Were these sad events just bad luck, or were they part of an evil, planned-out mission? Let us know your theories in the comments below. Do you know of other celebrity deaths that just don't add up? For more videos about secrets they don't want you to know about, be sure to subscribe and ring that notification bell. And don't forget to check out our other videos looking into the world's biggest conspiracies. Conclusion: From hip-hop royalty to the people's princess, the official stories of these 5 deaths have been written into history. Yet for each official report, another story continues to be told. A story of a secret war happening behind the scenes. The claims are amazing, and while real proof is hard to find, people still have questions. The line between what really happened and a carefully planned secret plot gets harder to see. The only thing we know for sure is that the world is still searching for answers, and the truth, whatever it may be, remains buried with the legends themselves.